Midday update, and this is also a flash update of the stock market critical point podcast, September 3rd, 12:02 p.m. Central Time. And look at the size of this drop on this intraday chart. Wiped out a few days performance here. This is the NASDAQ, by the way. And so it's clear that the level 3 top call made this morning is correct, over and done with. If the market fully recovers in the next few days, it'll be a sign of a brand new level 3 uptrend. Looks like the market should be sideways to lower into next week, ideally a little lower next week. The market has violated the ADP jobs report when they took a little profit in the morning and then popped it back. It's violated the low on the PMIs when the market seemed to be not that positive on the economic growth reflected by the PMIs. And it's now violated the low when the Federal Reserve discussed its new inflation and unemployment policies or process plans, whatever you want to call it. And it's now moving towards the consumer confidence negative news, still well above the Federal Reserve minutes that scared them, that the Federal Reserve thought of problems for some time. As we look at the intraday indicator, it's getting closer to oversold, but still room enough that this market may go much lower. I don't have objectives right now. It's already met all of the downside objectives. But let's face it, because we're looking for a rollover of larger trends, it could be much lower. Some of the news is that Apple shares are falling sharply. I did not check into the news of Apple. We also know Tesla's down 18% over 3 days or something like that. So a serious round of profit taking. And even though I was thinking on the intraday chart it was down only a few days, we can see it's actually retraced nearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of upside action. And here it occurred just in a blink. Trendline support comes in around 11,600 area. You want to check your own charts, get more precise on that. Daily stochastic, again, is just getting started on the sell side. Quite a wide spread. It may be lagging too much. Ultimately, I'm going with the idea a level 4 bottom occurred yesterday. If that's the case, it should not bottom until tomorrow. Okay. So I think we'll get some selling there. But we also have to consider the jobs reports coming up tomorrow ahead of, the 3-day weekend. We may see a bit of buying tomorrow as they feel like they've oversold it a bit here. So I don't know how much more we really have for downside. But as we zoom out to the weekly chart, again, consider this trend line for potential support. Consider a chance there's going to be follow through into tomorrow. It's going to be one large day. Consider a chance that the bubble has finally burst. Now, I don't think this is like a long-term bubble like most people think. I think it's just had a nice little bubble over the last 2 months here, and they've taken that out. And I then want to go to the weekly chart. Keep clicking on the wrong one. And here we have the S&P 500. And we can see we finally have a weekly negative reversal. So I think it's evident that we have the level 2 top in place. I think the market declines only for a week or two, and then I think it's probably going to move higher later this fall. But what we don't know is this a strange occurrence of a level 1 top as well, and the market's actually down in late October. And we're just going to have to see how this develops, see if any bad news comes along with it, because at the moment it looks like it's nothing more than profit taking that's gone awry, and this market has shown signs of doing that for years now, that they just push it too hard and then for no apparent reason they sell and stumble all over themselves. At any rate, finally pleased to see a level 2 top in place. If it's higher in the next few weeks than this week's high, I've got to be bullish and assume they'll stay up for quite a while. Got the weekly stochastic rolling over here for a sell signal. So we'll just see how the week closes. And as always, we'll see what's going to occur next week. Trendline support may be as low as in the 3,300s. We may have another 150-point drop coming in the S&P 500. But we've there's quite a few fast traders out there probably saying, gosh, this is really oversold. How much more do I want to sell? So bottom line is, made a call. Looks like we finally got it. Now we just have to decide, is this something that's going to last for a long while? Or is it going to turn out that we're going to immediately get a level 1, level 2 bottom and higher in October? Stay in touch, stay tuned.